All right, it is March 1st officially. And as you can see, I still have some Christmas lingering around in my house. By choice, actually. It's not like I didn't have time to take it down. I just thought that I wanted to enjoy it a little bit longer than just the Christmas season. I could have totally taken down that Merry Christmas, but it didn't really bother me that much, so I left it up. But the weather's looking nice. The snow's melting outside right now, and then give it a couple days and it'll snow again and feel like winter. But supposedly spring is in the air, and I'm kind of ready to just take down the rest of the Christmas and switch my decor over to spring themed. And I thought that I would just kind of video how I do that. I do really enjoy kind of switching it over, and especially when I have to buy new items to pop up on the mantle there or for my gallery walls. I enjoy going to Hobby Lobby and Joann Fabrics and Home Goods. Those are some of my favorite stores. So I thought I would kind of videotape the takedown and kind of the cleaning process of it, and then me working on my spring decor, because I added a couple pieces. Usually it's just a wreath that goes up and some forsythia, but I added a couple more pieces, and I think I need a couple more, but I thought I would record that and show you how I work my way through that. So first things first, I'm going to take all the Christmas down, and this giant frame here is just one of my favorite pieces. I got that from my mother-in-law. There, she had a photo in there, and she kept the photo and was going to get rid of the frame. And I decided to take the frame, and it really takes up a lot of the height in the room from the vaulted ceiling. So if you ever see a giant frame like that, grab it up, because they're hard to find and they're usually super expensive when you find them. So it was a steal. And then I just seasonally change out my wreaths. So I tend to enjoy that. But all right, here we go. Wish me luck. Hopefully I don't break anything or crash anything down. We'll see. All right. Okay, so my husband usually takes the wreaths down and puts them up for me. He drags out a giant ladder for that. I struggle because the ladder is like one of those little giants, and it's super heavy and just really hard to move around. So on Amazon, I found, I think it's a clothing hook. We use them in retail. I found it on Amazon for like $10, so I went ahead and purchased it. And it's made changing out my wreaths seasonally a breeze through this deployment. And then obviously I keep it in my coat closet, and we can just use it when he gets back, and saves time on dragging the giant ladder out. So $10. I'll see if I can find it and link it below, so that if you have something high up on your wall like that you need to change, you can go ahead and buy one. I highly suggest it. Okay, I have my spring decor. I've got my wreath that I think I purchased at Hobby Lobby quite a few years ago. After their spring season was over, I went ahead and bought it. I usually get a lot of my wreaths at Sam's Club because they have really good seasonal decor. They've been carrying a little bit less in stores lately, probably due to the trend of online shopping. But this is what I just go ahead and pop up there. So then I just have to decide which way I want it to go up there, and then use my hook and pop it back up. There we go. Make that centered a little bit better. I usually use these jars. These were my grandma's. She was an antique dealer, so she had all sorts of cool things at her house. So I usually use these jars on this top corner behind me here. And I put forsythia in it, and then that's usually it. I call it a day after that. Left them in here through the winter, and I put them in this little box over here that says bread cake on them, and I really liked the look of the ferns in the house. The problem is they dried out way too quick, and I have what I like to call fern poop all over the floor. So it's where the leaves fall off of the fern, and then you're constantly vacuuming that up. So what I did is I drove over to Hobby Lobby, and I was on the hunt for ferns, faux ferns obviously, that weren't going to make a mess all over in my house and add to more chores throughout the house. So I did find some ferns. They ended up, they were half off that week. They ended up being on sale, so I got the 2 sets of them for about $25, which I didn't think was too bad. So I have those here. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to place them in this box right here. So pretty big ferns there. Put them on the ground. While I was there, I picked up a couple other items just to add to the top. So pretty much what I usually did in the past was I put the wreath up, I did that, and I was completely done. So I'm going to try and tweak it up a little bit just because I did like the look of my Christmas mantle. It was nice and full. So I'm going to try and add a couple more things. So I have some tape. We get real fancy over here. I have some tape. I have some wire, and of course my clippers. I get made fun of by my family because I like to just pop the decor up and then I never cut the tags off, so they like to, ask me if I'm going to return that. No, I'm not. I just don't want to take the tag off. So the first thing I have is just a little white garland, and I'm going to pop that up on the top. So the reason I'm using tape is, and not the wire, is I'm not exactly sure just yet where I want the garland or how I want it to flow. So if I tape it down instead of wiring it down to the frame, then I can still move it around. I also found these at Hobby Lobby, and this was a bit of a splurge. They were $13.99 a piece. Of course, get them when they're half off to save, 50%. It's not such a bad deal then, but did I get the tag off that one? In order to tie the yellow and the pink together, I thought I could add that in with the forsythia. And I already have it pre-bent kind of to the height that I want in my jars there. It's just a matter of tweaking. Let's see. That might be about right. So to add to the space, there goes my tape. I have a sign that still has the tag on it. Bought it at Joann's. Last year it was outside on my door, but I haven't been using it anymore, so I'm gonna pop it up on the mantle. And naturally I want to fill this hole over here, but my mom did suggest kind of somewhere in here, and I really liked the way that looked, so that's what I'm gonna roll with. Then to add a little bit more color, I bought these little bouquets, kind of bent them a little bit, and I'm going to fill some of my holes that I have over here with them. So I have a little bit of a hole right here. So what I plan on doing, I already grabbed it. I have a mug from my kitchen that we don't really use. I'm gonna hide it down there. A lot of times I use books and I use mugs, and then I'll just pop the ball up on there like that. And I think that's it. So it's as easy as that. I'm sure as time goes on, I will tweak it and say, you know what, I don't like, usually I like things in threes instead of the twos, like the two pink bouquets here. So I might flip that around and just put one up, just go grab another one, put three up, who knows. But for right now, that's kind of what I'm gonna leave it at. I've got some color down here on the bottom with the ferns, tying the colors together up top, and I'm no expert, but for my house, I think it's fine. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you want to see more of these, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel as well. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.